keeper.
Clearly they have been playing for a long time, so exactly can understand the signal. And all this is prepared and planned much ahead.
Up in the air. Now this one has gone many miles in the air and will go a couple of yards outside the boundary line. That's a maximum. New ball coming in and has been dispatched.
Clearly that was for the taking and went through the swing. Beautifully struck. A faster one, and obviously there was width on offer, and a wonderful 6. A much needed 6, bringing the run rate down further. 22 of 28. That makes life a little bit easy for Sri Lanka now.
And complicates everything for Oman. Meanwhile, this time soft hands and a single.
Playing sensibly, because you have already got a 6 of the last ball, so there's no need for you to take undue risk. Gently placing to the short third man. That we have noticed is the way Chamika swings his bat.
A single there.
There are a lot of twirls that he brings around before he takes the strike. Reminds of one of India's great opening batsman, Krishnamacharya Srikanth. But this one is a lot more prominent.
Batsmen have their own little quirk. We'll get a single there.
That's a delightful stroke of the spinner. Left-handers are always a great sight to watch.
Chamika on strike. Again,
And
that little twirl that you mentioned a while back. He does that. See, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that.
what is he doing? Which side should I choose to bat? Which side should I choose to hit?
Again, he does that.
This is very unique. I've seen quite a few new things.
Cheeky, very cheeky. Played it straight to the fielder and took that single. 16 gone, it's 142 for 5. $159 for 8 is what Oman scored batting first. Sri Lanka in reply 142 for 5 in 16. They need 18 of 24. They've done really well and literally everyone has contributed. Aviska Fernando 33, Bhanuka Rajapaksa 28, Pathum Nisanka 26.
Clearly this is a match for Sri Lanka to lose, which looks unlikely. But then in cricket, you never know.
That's right. It's said it's a game of glorious uncertainties. And one of them is the result, which could sway anywhere.
Are we in for a surprise? Yorker length, easy single on the leg side. There's absolutely no need for any kind of adventurism at this point in time, because the required run rate is just around 4.4 and should be a walk in the park.
Nadeem's previous over went for 10. Bhanuka 31 of 18. Shamika, 23 of 24. Both of them setting up a good partnership, a required run rate of 3.90.
Interesting, Bhanuka was 7 of 7 at one stage, and in the last 11 deliveries, he has completely stepped up and has played an absolute cameo to bring Sri Lanka to almost close to the doors of victory.
Again, they're not looking for hero shots right now. Just playing very, very sensibly, taking those singles and doubles. No need to be the hero, no need to try and hit those big ones.
Absolutely no need. Take responsibility and take the team home, because that's exactly what the practice games are for. You need to not only test your own bench strength, but also make sure that you get to the victory first. That should always be the priority, because it just boosts the team morale. You're here for a purpose, to get some practice games before you move to UAE, and that's exactly what Sri Lanka will be doing.
Shamika. To look at it, they're just 2 hits away. They could finish it off in 2 deliveries. Would there be rush of blood? Would there be that little intent to go and be the hero? There you go, I just spoke about it. Wanting to be that hero. He wants to finish it early, he wants to go home a little early, probably get into that ice bath. It's hot, it's dew, it's steamy, and they're sweating.
Because he was given the chance to be the hero. They gave him the chance to go for it. The ball was there for the taking. They said, fine, you want to be the hero? Go for it. He got a chance, got a 6. Absolute rocket shot.
That'll bring that over to the end. 17 gone. It's 154 for 5.
Oman scoring 159 for 8 of the 20 overs. Sri Lanka are 154 for 5 after 17. Just needing 6 runs of the last 3 overs. Akib Ilyas 60, Prajapati 22, Ayan Khan 20. Lahiru picked up 2 wickets for 20. Chamika Karunarathne picked up 2 for 39. And Fernando 1 for 9. Sri Lanka, Fernando was magnificent. Really put the charge. And now these 2 batsmen, Rajapakse and Karunaratne, taking Sri Lanka almost home, just with 1 hit away from a good victory.
154 for 5. Kalimullah will be bowling from the pavilion end. Can he stall the victory for 1 over? Stepping down, flat batted. Don't think it's timed well enough, but they'll nonetheless run 2.
Fayaz was putting in all his effort after a great bowling effort to try and see how he can stop. But then ball obviously didn't have enough legs to cross the boundary.
Shamika, last ball of that previous over, flat batted. A flat 6 towards long off. And after that shot, look at that way. He points at it and says, oh, I've hit a 6. Don't worry, champs. I've done it.
He is proud of the shot into the ITW board.
And again, 1 hit. Wide-ish delivery.
2s that they have taken. Are you surprised, or were you surprised they actually didn't go for the second now? Or maybe they're too tired.
Maybe they're too tired, or probably it's just that they want to go for that one big one.
Unless Chamika said, let me twirl the bat once again.
Well, yes, the twirl of the bat and then a max. Is that how it's going to end? 1 shot away, 1 hit away, 3 runs required of 16 deliveries. He's twirling the bat.
This has been a fantastic exhibition of some very sensible batting on the part of the Sri Lankan batsmen, who were a little bit under pressure after they lost a couple of quick wickets. But they have comfortably almost taken Sri Lanka home. Just 3 runs.
He's making a little change there, Kalimullah. Bringing fine leg in. And he sent the mid-wicket back to the boundary. Definitely does not want to concede a boundary, doesn't want the game to get over and is over. But he will finish it. It's a max. There was an attempt, but futile. Kalimullah will just watch the batters congratulate each other, and that will be the end of it. Sri Lanka hit a 6 to finish it, win the second T20 game on the soil of Oman.
How good a finish was that? Swept away for a beautiful 6. A mighty effort in the boundary line, but then it was too much for the fielder to try and make an effort to stop. An excellent victory. Sri Lanka finally comfortably home with 5 wickets to spare. And Chamika, after the little bit of pounding that he got when he was bowling, trying to prove a point.
Hit and he hit back. That's a classic sportsman that we know from both these teams. The team in blue, the team in red, Oman and Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka series by 2-0. It is phenomenal, isn't it? I mean, everyone coming in numbers. Would like to thank them all that they come out to support every single team member. And look at that. Look at those faces. They've probably come here for the first time. Oman hosting audiences, spectator, live cricket action. This is phenomenal.
We have had a full house here, and some of my colleagues were looking for a game of cricket, some great sportsman spirit, both teams fighting hard, and in the end shaking hands, and that's exactly what we look for.
Well, yes, as they say, the pieces of chess.
Reply comfortably home, 163 for 5 in 17.3 overs. Rajapakshe, Karunaratne and Rajapaksha, both of them contributing 35 each. And Sri Lanka winning by 5 wickets. While we were giving a summary, what we also saw was some great gesture by the Sri Lankan team, going and thanking and waving their hands to the massive crowd and the supporters who came here, turned in good numbers to support the team, and also wishing them good luck for the World Cup.
Well, absolutely. So big thanks going out to everyone who came here, spend their time with us at this beautiful venue at the Al Emirat Cricket Stadium. Beautiful grounds, beautiful facilities, and a big, massive thanks to all the spectators who turned up in numbers supporting their teams. A big thanks going out to the hosting board, the Oman Cricket Board. They've been fantastic hosts for every single team that came out here. It's been a long journey from the last month and a half. They've been hosting teams after teams, back to back. They have had games, but this wicket has held up and held up beautifully. Fantastic amount of cricket being played, and a special thanks going out to the birthday boy, Mr. Khimji, Mr. Pankaj Khimji. He's been a leader, a visionary, and he's the man who's led this unit to the fantastic setup right before the ICC T20 World Cup.
And not to forget the amount of effort that our cameraman, the entire production team has put on, because what we have seen here is some brilliant coverage. So definitely a thanks is also due to the entire crew who have brought this game live to you. Hope you enjoyed it.
Well, that's right, and so this is it. This is it, a phenomenal game to finish this fantastic series. A big thanks from all of us here, and we wish you a brilliant good night from all of us here at the Al Emirat Cricket Stadium in Muscat in Oman. We'll see you sometime soon, but keep those cricketing spirits alive within you.
Good night.